The prisoner just glanced at the gap in the door panel, but accidentally discovered a flaw in the prison. Thus a bold idea came to him. He quietly placed the spoon in the shadows, yet worried it was too obvious. He kicked the spoon back into the light, then blocked it with his foot. Just then a guard came to collect the utensils. Not noticing the spoon behind the man's foot, he took the meal tray and left. This left the man with a tool for escape. He sharpened the spoon handle on the ground. When midnight came, he began scraping at the door panel gap. To reduce noise, he had to slow down, and after scraping for a while, he would collect the wood shavings from the floor to avoid detection by patrolling guards. After 2 days of scraping, the board began to show signs of loosening. He needed to remove 3 panels to make enough space for his body to pass. As the gap grew looser, he had to use blackened paper rolls as strips, stuffing them into the gap to prevent light leakage. Every small detail he handled with utmost caution. Just like that, during the day he acted obedient and cooperative, like the other prisoners, while also observing the layout of the guard's room on the first floor. At night he scraped away tirelessly. Finally on this night, the man felt the gap was wide enough to remove the panel. He inserted the spoon handle into the gap and pressed down hard. Unexpectedly, the spoon snapped in two. He then wrapped the spoon with a cloth, but clearly one spoon wasn't enough to pry the panel open. Aside from creaking noises, the panel remained unmoved. The next day, during group washing time, the man stole another spoon, thinking it would now be foolproof. But unexpectedly, using both spoons at once, he tore off a large chunk of wood. Left with no choice, he gathered some shavings and stuffed them under the gap to secure it. For extra caution, he used a pencil to darken any exposed areas. Yet the next day, the man still felt uneasy. He hammered a nail above the gap and hung a face towel over it, enough to cover the damage. After another week of scraping, this time he easily removed the panel, then the second one, but he quickly reattached the panels and placed the wood shavings back. After timing the reinstallation, he removed them again. The hallway had no guards, so the man grew bolder. He climbed the steel bars to the skylight, reaching the rooftop. His cell was on the top floor. This was the only escape route, but to flee from such a high roof, he needed a long enough rope, and sturdy too. This left him stumped. Where to find a rope? Then after washing up and returning to his cell, he looked at his bed and had an idea. He hurriedly lifted the bedding. Seeing the wire mesh used for support, the man felt his escape plan now had an 80% chance of success.